I'm here today with Brad Klee. He lives in Ruth, Michigan, where he has a nice farming operation here. He does a lot of custom baling, and he's all powered by Allis Chalmers tractors, specifically the 8000 series. This one is his pride and joy. This is the Allis Chalmers 8030. Brad, tell me where you purchased it.
This tractor came from Mayer Farm Equipment, in southern Ohio.
Okay. And did you drive down there and get it, or did they haul it here for you?
I drove down there to look at it, drive it, test it out, make sure it was what I wanted, and then they hauled it here.
Okay. Did the internet help you locate it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And then what have you done to it and with it since you've owned it?
A year after I bought it, we give it a thorough paint job.
Very good.
And unfortunately, the following year it needed an overhaul due to a rotten O-ring in the sleeve. And
Okay.
it was given a new radiator, and other than that, not much anything.
Okay. And then what type of farming does it do for you?
This
What's it pull?
tractor strictly does basically planting and spraying, and odd jobs pulling wagons and stuff like that.
Very good. Okay. Now we're going to go take a look at some of the other tractors in his collection. Brad, tell me about this 8070 that's behind us. Where did you buy it? How long have you had it?
I bought it in early 2007 from T&H Farms up in Port Hope.
Sure.
They use it pretty much as like a pulling the grain drill and the grain cart.
Okay.
And basically it's my heavy work tractor and the baling tractor.
Yes, definitely. I see the baler behind you. Very
Yep.
good. So why is the 8000 series of Allis Chalmers tractors, why is that what you chose to collect or use?
I guess it kind of started back when I was a kid. My grandpa Klee had a 160 loader tractor. That was the first tractor I ever drove.
Okay.
And then, of course, it wasn't long after that, and Dad bought the 7020 from my other grandfather.
Okay.
And there was a 7045 I had prior to that too. And I guess once I bought the 8070, and 2 years later I bought the 8050.
Okay.
And then after I bought the 8050, I knew I was just going to own them all.
Okay, you're addicted. You had to have them all. Okay, let's move on and talk about your 8050 next. So you traded this one in. You traded a 745 to purchase this 8050, and today it has a baler, brand new baler behind it, right?
Yep.
Okay. Anything else that you use it for besides baling?
It does the chopping, the hay and corn chopping for our dairy farm, and it also helps the 8070 with field work in the spring.
Okay. What transmission did you say you had in it?
All four of the 8000 series have the power shift transmission.
Okay, very good. Okay. This tractor is made in 1982, and it's the oldest in Brad's collection of the 8000 series tractors, of course. It's our 8010. Tell me about some of the special features that are on this tractor.
Well, the feature I like the most is probably the cab. It was, in my opinion, the best designed cab of its time.
Okay.
The power shift transmission goes a long ways. Spin out rims.
Definitely.
Just the overall workability of the cab, the power shift, the range. I mean, it's all right up. In reach, and you ain't reaching way up here. Or,
sure.
Like.
Definitely. That's all things to consider.
Yep.
Okay, and behind it now you have a baler.
Yep, that's my round baler. It was purchased new from Dick Coulter a year ago.
Okay.
And it's got about 2,300 bales through it since. So.
Very good. Okay. And baler is the only thing, only attachment you use for the tractor?
This tractor runs the forage blower, and basically that's about it. I mean, it gets over 100 hours a year. So.
Very good. Very good. This Allis Chalmers 7020 tractor has been in the Klee family for many years. This is Harv. He's Brad's dad. Tell me about who it belonged to in the family first.
I bought it from my father-in-law, and I was kind of the one that encouraged him to buy it. And we worked together back and forth a little bit. And, well, then when he retired, we ended up buying it from him, and we've been using it ever since.
Okay.
It was our main plow tractor and field work tractor that we had for quite a few years.
Very good. What operation do you do with it today?
Mostly cut hay with it and little things,
Very good. Brad, tell me a little bit about your farming operation here. I know you do some custom baling, and what else is included? How many acres do you do?
Well, we milk between 70 and 80 Holsteins, all registered Holsteins.
Okay.
And we basically just grow the feed that required to run the dairy.
Okay.
I also have my own custom baling business. I think I'm over 60,000 bales now in 9 years.
Wow, good for you.
And it's growing from 1 baler to 3 now. It includes 2 big square balers and a round baler.
Okay.
And we have around 80 acres of hay and 85 acres of corn.
Very good.
So keeps us busy.
Definitely,
Yes.
definitely. This sign for Ruth, Michigan is a landmark that happens to be here on the Klee farm. They put some flowers underneath here and people always stop to take a picture when they come to visit the town of Ruth, Michigan. This farm is third generation. Brad's the third generation and his kids may be the fourth generation. It's a wonderful legacy here on the farm in Ruth, Michigan.